They splashed, they dashed, and avoided a crash. From first-timers to three-time and reigning world champion Xterra triathlete. This is the Avia, Xterra, Snow Valley Triathlon and Trail Run.
This is part of the Xterra America Tour. This is the Avia Xterra Snow Valley race. We have 53 of these points races across the United States. And this is filled with a bunch of amateur athletes trying to earn points to get to our Xterra USA National Championship in Lake Tahoe in October.
At 7,400 feet above sea level, the prestige of the event was elevated by the appearance and performance of three-time reigning world champion Conrad Stoltz.
Well, I heard there was an Xterra at Snow Valley and I couldn't resist. Came down here with my sponsor Avia. I can really enjoy the race and enjoy the people and experiment with new equipment, and it's quite a novel experience for me, so it's really nice to be up here. I started triathlon when I was 14 years old, so it's exactly 20 years now that I've been doing triathlon, and I turned professional when I finished high school. And I've been to the Olympic Games for triathlon for South Africa, my native country, twice, and I won Xterra World Championships 3 times. And I just love Xterra. I hardly do any road triathlons anymore because Xterra is so much fun.
They're all pretty much the same format. These are all off-road events. That's all Xterra is. It's swimming, it's mountain biking, it's trail running. They're all a minimum distance of a half-mile swim, a 10-mile mountain bike, and a 3.1-mile trail run.
About 125 adults participated in the Snow Valley Xterra, men and women, pros and amateurs. GINA DETOLVE is from Southern California and is an Xterra ambassador.
Well, we come here for the great Snow Valley mountain bike race. We follow up all the chair lifts where the skiers normally go, so it makes for a pretty challenging course.
Youngsters competed on an abbreviated course. The first to finish among the girls, 11-year-old Megan Drew. She sounds like a future Xterra ambassador.
What all did this involve?
Endurance.
What were the parts of it? You started. Tell me how the race was conducted.
You started with 1/4 of a mile of running, and then you did 1 mile of biking, and then another 1/4 of running.
What was the hardest part?
Running.
No disagreement from beginners to the reigning world champ.
The run course is brutal. It's really, really bad. I haven't seen all of it, but it's got tons of climbing, really, really steep climbing. So even though it's only 4 miles, it's going to be a very tough run, and it's really going to push all the athletes to the limit.
That was the consensus. The run was the hardest. The winner of the youth event.
Caleb, what was the toughest part of this?
The running.
Okay. Is this the first time you've done it?
Yeah.
How fast do they get to going on mountain bikes? This is the world champ in slow motion. Here he is in real time. Once off the bike, the most grueling stage, 4 miles of running. Gotta toss the helmet first, change to his Avia running shoes. Boy, these do make a big difference. Now it's truly off and running. Conrad's route was not without an unexpected obstacle.
Definitely, I came around this one corner on the bike ride pretty fast, and I was really concentrating on cornering and doing everything right, and I saw this big black thing in the road, and first I thought it was a piece of plastic, and as I got closer I saw it was a big snake. And I'm from Africa, we have really poisonous snakes, so I wasn't sure what it was, but it was in the way and it wasn't getting out of the way, so I had to slow down a bit, and I barely missed it. And afterwards, speaking to the guys, they say it was a black gopher snake. So fortunately it wasn't dangerous, but it definitely will make me remember this race as a special one.
Awards were presented to all division winners, and the Sammy Hagar lookalike MC introduced the Avia guests.
We have the proud athletes from Avia, Conrad Stoltz and Shawnee Van Landingham here.
We know some competing at Snow Valley will be at Avia's Lake Arrowhead Triathlon August 16th and the inaugural Big Bear Marathon September 6th.
I've come up here, this is my 4th year in a row now, and I've done Arrowhead, so I know what to expect. Just have to pace myself a little bit, not take off too strong.
What are some of the biggest challenges putting an event like the Snow Valley Triathlon together?
I think the hardest thing is actually getting the logistics of the course marked. We spend about 2 weeks coming up here every day after work, working a few hours, putting stakes and arrows up and just praying that they don't blow away. Then we constantly recheck them, so that takes a while.